rush, we sit him, young dog, can't catch. Send him to the bench, I done lost.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the New York Jets. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. First carry for the former Tar Heel, Michael Carter. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A give, Carter running right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And he's got room. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun snap and a give to Carter. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they run with Carter. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll run with Carter. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Carter, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You know, you force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Joe Reed returning. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word. But if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
Now they try the right side here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. On the move to his left. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. Off play action. Caldwell steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on 3rd down, Caldwell. And he'll just get rid of it. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game. Take the points when they're there. And put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second and 7. Wilson. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Carter.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Shot 56.
They'll run on first down. Carter. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's the ex-Florida Gator, Lamichael Pirine. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They run here with Jason Huntley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 38, Wilson. His throw incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Marlon Davidson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Play action. It's Wilson. Finding room to the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Well, a heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a handoff looking right. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 76 yards. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 4. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Wilson's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Buying time to his left. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Wilson will throw again. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 2nd down now, it's Carter. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
On 1st down, right back to Carter. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's a give to Carter. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now a carry for Pirine. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a throw here, hauled in. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. On 3rd down, here's Carter. And they're able to get this one past the 30, down to the 25. 75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. First down, Huntley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run it here with Huntley. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A handoff for Carter. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Another tote for Carter. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. The quick slant caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. They'll try to run for it with Carter. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Carter with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Reed. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now. But that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike 3. Mike 3. All day.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Caldwell. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Falcons on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. It's a big play there for Atlanta. Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to. But a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been 4th down.
Exactly.
To throw on 2nd down, Caldwell flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Carl Lawson able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Caldwell. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And this one is right through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. Second down and 8. They'll go again with Carter. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 36. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The Jets on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now it's Wilson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going for it, it's Carter. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught on the sideline. On the feet in, they are. What a catch. It's a big play there for Atlanta. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Caldwell. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10. Off play action, Caldwell. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Carter will try the right side. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Wilson to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
56 to Mark, boy. 56. Check 56.
They'll run with Carter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. One more time with Carter. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Carter, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Reed returning. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Won't be enough, but here's a final chance at the extra point. The kick is good, so I guess at least they can say it's a one-score game in the end, as 8 points will be the final margin. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positive.